What's up, Guardians? Welcome to another Destiny gameplay video. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my strategies for the Trials of Osiris, going up against teams that are using pretty much all exotic hand cannons and shotguns and playing really aggressive. So we saw a lot of this over the past weekend with this smaller map being the Trials map with these tight corridors. So lots of really aggressive players with shotguns and exotic hand cannons. So I managed to have about 5 flawless runs so far, and I'm using precision weapons like my longbow and my Mida, and managed to shut some of these teams down. So I just wanted to share with you some of my strategies on how to do that. So first and foremost here, you're going to see this is a full team of Thorn users. So I get tagged. And so the first thing I want to do is, if I go down, I want to be in a place where my teammates can get to me. So I actually back up. I don't continue that engagement. And you want to make sure that when you get tagged, you're being smart about whether you're going to push or not. So I decided I'm just going to back the crap up. Now I took one guy out. My shields are really low, so I'm going to follow my teammate in. I'm going to let him go first and soak up aggro if he needs to. Because one of the things you really want to do is juggle aggro with these teammates, make them try and choose who they're going to tag with the Thorn, who they're going to engage, and using your equipment is something that can give you a huge advantage over these teams. So here's an instance where the whole team is up top with their Thorns. I take one shot, get one guy down, but I'm tagged, I'm hurting. And you know, you kind of have to eat that burn before you go any further. So right now, again, juggling aggro. I'm letting my teammate go first, but I'm stopping to keep my distance. And it turns out to be a good thing. You don't want to bunch up because AoE supers like that Titan Smash can really ruin your day. So here's an instance where these are 2 Thorn guys coming around the corner. I've got equipment cooled down, and I'm spec'd in such a way that I've got bloom. So anytime I get a grenade kill, it's going to cause that person to explode, gives me a double kill, and then obviously wrapping up that match 3-on-1 was pretty easy. Now here's an instance where it's a 1-on-3, well technically 1-on-2 at this point, against shotgunners and Thorn users. They're all using Thorn, all using shotgun. So I backpedal because this guy's low, so I take him out. I know I have a super cooled down, so I'm going to try and bait this guy into the revive and then drop my Nova Bomb. So he gets the revive, I drop the Nova Bomb, but you'll notice here, one guy blinked up and out of the Nova Bomb. So I'm thinking, ooh, this is no good. So I'm going to get 1 kill with the Nova Bomb, and then I'm just going to blink away. And you'll see here, he's chasing me down with a shotgun. So I just decided to play the lottery. I center my sniper and take the shot and managed to get the hip fire out of the air, hit on him, and then follow it up with the melee. And sometimes you're just going to have to gamble. You're going to say, well, what's my best bet here? Because it's not always a perfect science. And I decided in that instance it was better, instead of trying to switch weapons, just go ahead and hip fire. And it ended off paying off pretty well. So here I'm kind of limiting these engagements. Instead of going 1-on-3, I want to go 1-on-1. So I'm at the side of those stairs so I can see this guy that I killed first and no one else. And then I can push forward and try and push this guy as well. So we're bunched up right here, which is a bad move. So we decided to go ahead and split up, try and pinch this guy from different angles. My teammate goes down, so I decide I'm just going to start treading water here for a second because I know my grenade is almost cooled down. And this guy that I'm going against has a last word and a shotgun equipped, so I know he's a threat up close. Now that it's cooled down, I decide I'll go ahead and push. I blink up over his firing line, drop the nade right on him, and follow it up with a melee. Get the kill. I know he's the last guy, so if I go down, no big deal. Here I shut this guy super down, and this is an interesting scenario. This is a time where I'm tagged. I've got almost no health left, but I decide, you know what, they're going to go ahead and try and follow this up, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I know he's going to peek to try and finish off his kill. He does peek, and I had my sights set first, which means that I can get the kill pretty easily because he's not jumping or anything. He's just you know, at standard head level, so I didn't really have to guess in terms of where he was going to be. So here we go. I know that my teammate's tagged with a Thorn. This is a full team of Thorns again. And so, again, I'm just trying to limit these engagements. I'm not pushing too hard or too fast. And when I do push up, I set my sights so that when I come around the corner, my chances are optimal for taking that shot. I don't have to take the time to sight in or ADS. And, again, limiting these engagements, looking down that tight corridor. I bang off the revive. And I know that our teammates are all pushing from different angles. Now it's down to one guy. I want to push before he has a chance to get the revive, but I actually don't get there in time. He does end up getting this revive. My nade came up short there. If I landed that nade well, probably would have taken at least one of them out. But I get the hip fire, or not hip fire, though. I get the quick scope on this guy. Leaves one, but he manages to take my teammate out. So now it's last man standing. So I want to guard these orbs. I don't know which one he's going to go for, so I'm kind of juggling. He goes left. I managed to take him out, but then I choke. I choke hard on the banging the revive. So I just switched to my primary, and he's charging me down with the super. So I just start backpedaling and firing. So here's an instance where I'm tagged with a Thorn. I'm last man standing, and now it's captured. We're in capture the zone stage. It's 3-on-1. So I'm just booking it. I got my Mida out, so I get there faster, and drop a super on these two guys, and then go ahead and spin and pull out my longbow because I know I'm getting pursued by the Thorn. I know I got to make this shot. If he shoots first, he wins. So that was all about super timing and having my sights set in the right spot. I honestly, he could have gone left or right around that pillar, and I just picked the right one. Here's an example of using my vertical space to really catch these guys off guard, because they're expecting me to come around the corner at head level. Now there's one guy left up there, and I hear him pop a golden gun. So I set my sights early, so that as soon as he comes around the corner, I can just pop that headshot, because I really want to shut down that super. I told the other guys, why don't you go ahead and run? I'll challenge. So if I go down, you guys can follow it up. Now here I just flanked. They were owning the top of the stairs, so I went into their spawn and around the side. And sometimes just a simple flanking maneuver is all it takes to outsmart these guys. If they're all ADS and they're not watching their radar, they think they know where you are, you can use that to your advantage. So make sure you're communicating with your team about flanking maneuvers. You don't all want to bunch up in the same spot, because that was a combination of me doing a flanking pattern and them not spreading out at all. They were just all in the same spot, and you really don't want to do that in trials, because there's so many AoE supers and grenades. An arc bolt can chain through you. It's just a bad idea. So hope any of this has been helpful for you as you go up against these teams using Thorns and Last Words and Hawk Moons and shotguns and playing really aggressively. Hopefully you'll remember to set those sights early, do some flanking maneuvers, make sure you're cognizant of your equipment using your grenades, make sure that you're spec'd in such a way that you can combat these things. Like I said, I'm using Bloom and I'm using the Nothing Manacles, just so that sometimes I don't even have to get into the engagement in order to win it. I just toss something around the corner and it can take care of the damage for me. So hopefully any of this has been helpful for you guys, and looking forward to continuing the series as we go.